Hey, what's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to take you over the shoulder of me building out a locksmith campaign. I actually built out one of these the other day for a new client that I onboarded. And so I just wanted to walk you through the process of how I build out these campaigns so that they are just set, ready to set and launch at the beginning. And they're basically bringing in some good leads and not wasting as much ad spend while we're optimizing, just doing the upfront work at the beginning. Let's put it that way. All right, so let's hop into this thing. All right, so the first thing you want to do is hit this blue plus button here, hit new campaign, and then I'll usually set my campaign objective to create with a no goal guidance, and then search. And then depending if you have conversion goals set up, you'll see one of your conversion actions set up here. Right now we have form submissions. Usually with the majority of my service or home service clients, we usually have form submission set up and also a call tracking setup. But that's something I'll go over in another video. Right now we're just focusing on building out the campaign. So I'm gonna hit continue right here. You can also put in your website here and your phone number if you want to uh, create an extension within the Google Ads campaign. But right now, I'm just going to set these, check these off, and continue from there as well. And then you want to name the campaign. So I'm just going to call it Locksmith Test. And so usually this is the bidding strategy. So what we basically want to focus on at the beginning is getting some click volume in, and then based on the keywords that we bring in, the keywords that we're targeting, as well as adding in those negative keywords, we'll definitely start to see some conversions come in, and then we can optimize toward more of a smart bidding bid strategy. So right now, I'm gonna set it to a max CPC of around $5. And if we don't see a lot of click volume coming in, we'll just increase this over time. And then we're gonna hit next. Of course, with the networks, we're setting up the campaign settings here. So with networks here, you want to basically check off search partners and Google Display Network. It's really just showing your ads across various websites that Google owns, and it can skew the data and bring in tons of impressions and just a lot of traffic that you don't want. But over time, I would say you can test out search partners just to see how it performs. If it doesn't perform well, it's an easy opt out as well. So in this campaign, we're setting up location targeting. I am targeting somewhere, I'm thinking like Phoenix, Arizona area. Let's see if I can spell. All right, so we're gonna do Phoenix, Arizona, and we're gonna do like a 20-mile radius around Phoenix. Let's do that. All right, save, and then we want to go over to location options here and make sure we set it to presence, people in or regularly in your included location. This is so that we're only showing up for people inside of this area here that we just added. If we set it to presence or interested, we're going to be showing up for people that's out of state or in another country that's looking for services within Arizona or Phoenix. So let's set that to presence in. And of course, depending on the language that you're wanting to set, you want to change this to English. Since Arizona is a English and speaking Spanish state, you can also create a Spanish speaking campaign with Spanish ads and keywords, and you can test that out as well. You might actually get a cheaper cost per click, and yeah, like I said, you just test that out and see how that works. Audience segments, we can add in some audience here, but we'll do that later on once we have everything set up. or we can do that right now. Let's do it right now. So when you're setting up a new campaign, let's add in some audience segments. You can determine whether you want to do targeting or observation. Observation, I highly recommend setting it to this. And this allows you to just observe the data that's coming in, and throughout the point of you wanting to increase budgets or test out new campaigns that are more so like display, demand gen, you can look through your you can look through those audiences that are working and start to include those in those more display and video type of campaigns. So since this is a locksmith campaign, we can look up some services that are talking about that. So let's just type in locksmith and see what pops up. So we got in market locksmith, of course, that we just type in, just put in random stuff that's kind of related. Let's see what else we got. Maybe home security. Affinity. Let's see. Pretty sure people that are homeowners. We got homeowners here. Maybe some people that are renting. Let's see if we can find those. Let's see. Just saw it. Renters. There you go. All right. So we just go with that for now, and let's move on. So with this is another setting that can set you up for failure at the total beginning. If this isn't grayed out, you definitely want to check this to off for a broad match. Broad match usually just shows your ads to any and everything that's kind of somewhat related to the keyword that you're targeting. So you definitely want to check this off because you want to control where your ads are showing up at the very beginning. Let's click more settings. We have ad rotation. You want to leave that to optimize, so we allow Google to basically just select which which ad is actually performing the best and just optimize accordingly. And drop that down. Let's see what else. You have the start and end date. Usually I don't set an end date. I just start the campaign and I can just pause it whenever. And then we have ad schedule here. So with ad scheduling, you can determine when you want your ads to show, whether it's Monday through Friday, all day, maybe all day between 9 and 5. Let's see, let's do that. So we'll set it between 9 and 5. Let's see. For some reason, it's in like the 24-hour setting. So we'll say it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And then you can set it to all day, maybe Monday through Friday, just Saturday and Sunday, or just throughout, or different time frames throughout the days of the week. So let's just do Monday through Friday and not show up on Saturday and Sunday, because they usually tend to be the more expensive days of the week anyway. And then you have other campaign options where you want to do some additional tracking with parameters, UTM parameters, and then brand exclusion. So we're not going to worry about that right now. It's more of an advanced setup there. So now we have keywords and asset generation. This is more so like Google's generative AI. So we're just going to skip that and we're going to create our ads separately at a different time. So right now I have some locations that I want to target here. So we have Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Massa, and then we have a near me ad group, and then a locksmith service ad group. I'll just type that out. And then I'll put this over here, and we're just going to be building that out while I'm over the shoulder here. So we're just going to make up some random URL. So just say locksmith.com. And then for this ad group, I'm going to name it Phoenix. And this is more so like a location ad group. So we're going to type in locksmith Phoenix AZ, just different variations so that when people search for it, our ads will pop up for those terms. Phoenix, and then let's do locksmith and Phoenix. And I usually like to start with exact match, just to limit the amount of wasted spend while we're optimizing campaigns. So I'm going to add these brackets here. And let's see if they can give us some additional keyword some additional keywords to add inside of here. So these look pretty good. I'm going to set that for a different one and take these off. All right, let's go with those. Set those to exact match. And then right under here, we have the ads. So I'll put in this locksmith.com. Let's add the HTTPS just to get it out off that error there. And then we're going to add in some headlines here. So I do have some headlines from a previous campaign I'm just going to add. So we got locked out, fast help anytime. Let's see. Rapid response lockouts. And these are just keywords based on like what people will be interested in clicking on. Basically just kind of playing off the pain points of being locked out. Let's see, affordable locksmith near you. And we got that. Let's see what else we got. Locksmith in your area. So this is Phoenix, so we'll say locksmith. Say pro locksmith in Phoenix. And let's use some unique selling points. Let's just say they got done over 60K jobs so far. And let's see, over 1,000 satisfied customers. We got a few more headlines. Let's add some call to actions. So don't wait, call us today. call now for fast service. So with the headlines, what I like to do, especially if it's like a location specific ad group, I like to find the one with the location and just add that and pin that to the #1 spot so that people inside of Phoenix that are searching for Locksmith Phoenix or Locksmith in Phoenix, this ad will show up and will have the actual location inside of it. So I'm gonna add in some descriptions here. So I'm gonna pull some from my Locksmith campaign template. And then one thing I do like to do is add in like a testimonial as a description. So it's like the cost was cheaper than anyone else I quoted, Jacqueline S. And then the next one is that. All right, so now we got that done. And then we have images, business name and logos, site links, callouts, and we'll do all the extensions later on. So we're done. So we're gonna hit next. And now we have to set a budget. So I recommend spending close to like maybe, let's start out with like $50 a day. Just to be more conservative. And then over time, we can up the budget once we start bringing in some results. So this is more so like a review of the campaign. We do have a slight error here. Let's see what that is. So basically just have to ask for an exemption for these keywords since they are more service-based. And I believe there's some type of compliance that has to do with locksmith or a locksmith servicing. So usually you'll get this error, and so I'm basically requesting exemption for it. And then I hit next, and then that error should go away. Let's go back out. All right, so now you see the error is gone, and now we're going to publish the campaign. And once this campaign is published, we're going to pause it because we're not done with it just yet. So this is basically just Google prompting us to set up conversion tracking, but that's something I do at the very end. And I'll just say I'll do this later. Set up later. All right, so now we're inside of the test campaign. Let's go over to the actual campaign itself, and then we're going to pause it here. And so right now we need to make some additional ad groups. So I'm gonna pull over my ad groups here. So we got Phoenix completed. Now we need to do Scottsdale, Tempe, and Massa here. It wants me to capitalize it, so I'll just do it. And then Massa near me, and then our locksmith service ad group. So let's pull this over. And so what we're going to do here is usually I use the Google Ads editor to just basically copy, paste, and replace this thing. But right now I'm just going to do it manually. And then toward the end of the video, I'll show you a faster way of doing that. So let's go ahead and build out the ad groups here. So what I'm going to do is just hit edit, copy, and then it should be a paste here. And I'm going to paste it and then hit done. And then we're going to hit pause and new after it's been pasted. And so now I'm just going to wait for it to actually show up here. Oh, this is the stop. We're going to go to the actual ad group level. All right, so now what we're going to do is basically just copy the ad groups and add in some additional ad groups, location specific ones, and then the near me and the locksmith service ad group. So we're going to select this one, edit, copy, and then we're going to hit paste here. And it's asking us which campaign. So we got the locksmith test. So we're going to paste, check this off, and then hit paste. And so now it's running in the background. So just waiting for it to actually copy and paste this ad group over. And then we're going to change the name and change the keywords inside of the ad group and the ad copy. So hopefully it doesn't take forever. All right, so now that it's done, you'll see it says Phoenix 2. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and change the name of it to Scottsdale. Copy. And then we're going to go inside. I'm going to change the keywords to Scottsdale. So I'm just going to highlight, copy, just go ahead and save. And then do the same thing here. For the rest of them. And it's still asking for the exemption for the locksmith service for us to run ads on these keyword terms. And like I mentioned earlier, it's more so like a compliance type of thing where you have to ask for exemption for it. So now we got that done. Let's go back to the ad groups. I'm going to enable this one. And then we have two more. We have Tempe and Massa. So we're just going to copy these two. And then hit paste. Done. Paste again. And then wait for it to paste those two ad groups. And then once those paste, we can change the name and the keywords inside of those ad groups, just so that we could go ahead and build this thing out. All right, it's almost done here. We should start to see it populate in just a second. Perfect. All right, so we're going to pencil and change those names. We got Massa. Or Mesa, however you want to say it. And Tempe. And then we're going to hit the the actual ad group and change the names. Copy. For some reason, this one's missing a bracket, so it's showing up as broad match. So we're going to go ahead and add the bracket here. Save it. And then we're going to drop down and go to Tempe and change the name, the keywords for that one as well. Save. All right, perfect. So now we have all of our location-based ad groups here. And next we're going to create a near me ad group. So let's head back to the campaign. You can go back to the campaign level, click into it. Now we're at the ad group level. We can turn on these ad groups right now. Oh, before I get ahead of myself, let's go ahead and fix up the actual ad copy for those ad groups. So we did Phoenix, so let's go ahead and fix up Scottsdale. So what we're going to do is click add here. And so this is the Scottsdale ad. So we're going to go ahead and click into it and edit it. And so where it says Phoenix, I'll say Scottsdale. And then hit save. And then we're going to do the same thing for Mesa, pencil, go inside and then change it to Phoenix to Mesa. Boom. Save. We got one more. Tempe. Click into it. Change it. As well. And there is one more thing that I should go ahead and add. So let's jump back into the ad group. Another thing you can also do is if people are searching for these keywords up here, Locksmith Tempe or Locksmith Tempe, Arizona or whatnot, you can add those keywords as a display path. So when people are searching, those keywords that they add in, they also get bolded. And so you make sure add copy also make your ad copy also stand out. So we'll just say Tempe Locksmith. So now you'll see it right here. And then when someone searches, these two words will be bolded and it'll make your ad copy stand out and possibly get the click as well. So let's do that with the other ads too. Scottsdale. And if you're liking this video so far, if you like these over the shoulder, just basically just watching me build out these campaigns, let me know. And if you have any other industries that you want me to build out a campaign for, just drop it in the comments below, and I'll build that. I'll build out those. I'll build out a campaign for that as well. Let's see, Phoenix. And then Mesa. All right. And then go hit add and save. All right. So now we got that. We got the ad copy for those geo-specific ad groups set up. Let's go ahead and go back to all the ad groups here. And now we're going to add in the near me ad group. So let's go ahead and add a new one by hitting the blue plus button. This is going to be standard. You can choose between dynamic and standard. Right now we're setting up some dynamic ad groups. Some standard ad groups. So this is going to be locksmith. We'll just name it near me because we know we're doing the locksmith services. So near me, and I have to do that, but we're just going to say locksmith near me and see what type of keywords that it gives us. Some keyword suggestions. These are actually pretty good here. So I got locksmith near me. Pop-A-Lock sounds like more of a competitor name, so we don't want to do any competitor names right now. We got emergency, cheap. We don't want to go for cheap keywords. Car replacement near me. No. Mobile, yes. Auto, yes. Local, yes. 24-hour. Yes, that sounds good. Let's not do that one. Auto, yes. We'll just keep going from here. I'm going to go for mainly just locksmith related near me terms. And then we're going to get rid of the rest because they seem pretty similar. Keep these. I'll keep this last one too. So let's go ahead and add the brackets to make it exact match. All right. So I'm going to save and continue. I'm going to say yes, request, and continue with that. And I'm going to pull over basically the same ad copy from my other campaign, my other ad group, which is pretty good. So I'm just going to look through this ad copy, make sure everything looks straight. And for this one, I'm going to change the city name to a keyword insertion, but instead of keyword, it's going to be the location. So what this does is whatever city that the user is searching in, it'll pop up that the location that they're showing up as. So I'm going to put Phoenix here. And so based on wherever they're located in, let's say someone in Scottsdale is searching for locksmith near me, this will show up as Pro Locksmith in Scottsdale. Or if they're in Massa, it'll say the other or any other location inside of that radius targeting that we added. And then I'll just add some, say locksmith near me. Instead of near me, we'll say near you. And let's say expert locksmith near you. And don't worry about it if it says poor, as long as you're filling out these headlines to where it's like almost 15. I'll say 7 would be the minimum. I wouldn't worry about it. Over time, you can just start to test out different headlines. I believe the main reason why I'm saying poor here is because I have append it's pinned. So if I remove it, we probably will see it improve as well. But I guess not. But even if it says poor, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But I like to pin the actual location that they're in with this keyword or location insertion, and that allows my ad to show up where they're located. So it's more relevant, very relatable, and they're more likely to actually click the ad. So let's change the display URL to near you. That speaks more to them. And then we'll hit save. Done. Save and continue. And then we have one more for locksmith services. So we'll just say locksmith services. I cannot spell. All right, and then let's see if they give us some good suggestions like they did the last time. Let's see. Let's do like rekey service. And let's see, car key replacement. Those are usually the top ones. Yeah, those are pretty good. All right, so we'll do let's do rekey services. Let's see, mobile rekey service. Rekey house locks. We have the near me, so that's in a separate ad group. So we'll get rid of those. And then we'll add let's do key replacement services, maybe auto unlock service, lockout services, and just general locksmith service. Let's see how that goes. All right, and then we're going to add these as exact match. All right. Save. You got a request since it's compliance. And then it basically brought over that ad copy. But I'm gonna see if we have some different ones. If not, I'll just keep what we got. And this is more so like our generic plan. And then over time we can just kind of play with what we got. So we can just say rekey locksmith services. Or fast auto key replacement. And just add those there. with this again, I would just probably get rid of this and just add in a keyword insertion here. And we'll just say, what can we put in here? Expert key replacement service. Save. So this is what's going to pop up, but whatever our keywords are, it'll show for a different one. I may want to change that. I'm not sure. Let's do this. Let's get rid of this one and the pen, and then let's change it to this. Expert lock repair and service, and then get rid of this one up here. I think that looks good. They're done. Save as. Save and continue. See, there's an error. Let's see what the error is. It's not telling us. What is going on? It's showing an error, but it's not showing up for some reason. Because I hit done, there's a red error box here. But then when I click save and continue, it's not there, which is really weird. So let's just cancel out of here. Yeah, let's leave. And then come back. Let's see if the ad is still there. Nope. So we just have to create a new ad. So instead of doing that, we can do, let's see, we got some ideas here. Just add what we got. No, I don't think those are relevant. So what I'm going to do here is just cancel out of here. And let's go to Scottsdale. And we're just going to copy it. And then we're going to go over to a locksmith service. And then we're going to paste that into the in here. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to give it time to paste that. And while we're doing that, I believe we're basically done building out the ads. Let's check this out. We'll just enable it and then look at the ads here. We'll get rid of this and then just leave it as is for now, and then hit save. All right, so now from there, the next thing, we have all the ads. So we have the ad group set up. If they will load, so we got all the ad groups set up, and then we have the ads for those ad groups set up as well. And then now we need to set up is the assets, which are basically the ad extensions. So let's go over there real quick. So we have image extensions, business logo. The only way to get that added is if you have the Google Ads advertiser verification completed. And then we have site links, headlines, and descriptions. I usually only add these if there's like a sale or a promotion or discount that they want to push for a certain amount for a limited time. So I'll just add these and add like a start and end date. And then we have call outs here. We're going to add those, structure snippets, and then we have the phone call, the call extension. And then we have a location extension. If you have a GMB account, you can add that as well. You probably need to actually add your GMB account to the account to get this set up. So I'll just talk about that real quick. So let's say you have a GMB account and you want to link it. So what you would do is you go to Tools, Data Manager, and then you'll look for GMB. So Google My Business Profile, and then you can search for your business name here, or just put in like your email, hit next and submit, and then you'll get like an email to accept. And then once you do that, your Google My Business profile will be synced or connected to your Google Ads account. And then you'll see your location extension pop up, as well as your ad show up in the map pack at the top as an ad, or your location pop up at the top as an ad. All right, so let's head back to extensions. For images, we can add those. And so usually what I recommend is adding maybe as many as we can, but right now I'm just going to do the stock images. So I'm just going to put locksmith. But if you have images of your business on your website, I will just copy and paste them into here. They're relevant. But you'll probably see what I'm about to do in a second. So you see how these are relevant to locksmith? So I'll just add these here. We'll just go with these first 5 here. And then on top of that, you can change the sizing of them. So you can like change how you want it to look, or which part of the image you want to show. So I usually just try to capture as much of the action as I can and adjust it. Put it here. And for this guy, just scoot over just a tad. Let's see, for this one, get more of him in the door. Bring that down and save. Let's see, that down. I think I already did this one. I believe that's all of them. Yep. And I hit save, and then you'll see them populate over here on the side. And then what that does is it shows your ad with these images, and it makes your ad stand out more, allowing you to basically take up a lot more space on the search results page, and then also make your ad more. It makes it stand out more, put it that way, and it increases your click-through rate, and it increases your click-through rate, and it increases your ad relevance, and lowers your cost per click as well, depending on what images you put here. But you can just click into here and read more about what images you can add and can't add. So I'm going to hit save. And then next we have some site links here. And so we're just going to create a few site links, see what we have. So depending on what services they do, I'll just say they do commercial and residential. So we got commercial locksmith, secure your business with commercial locksmith solutions. And then we'll put locksmith.com. HTTPS, is it / colon? Am I doing it wrong? Let's see. It's this here. There we go. And then we'll just say commercial is like the page that we're sending it to. So we definitely want to send it to a relevant page on the site or a relevant section on the landing page where you can send them directly to the landing page and it like scrolls down automatically to that part of the landing page or the website. So this one would be customer testimonials. And then we'll take this, copy that there. We'll just say our work and add a third one here. So hypothetically, let's say this client does residential and commercial. So this one would be that. And just copy and paste it, change the path to residential. And like I said, this needs to be an actual page on the website or section on the landing page. And then why choose us? We'll say Greater Phoenix AZ. And then they also do automotive locksmith work. So let's do that. Add that in there. Let's say automotive. And then the last site link will probably be more so, let's say locks and repairs, repair and replacements. And what I like to do, like for the description area, just you can basically make one sentence and just split it between the two, and it still looks pretty good on the Google search results page when your ad shows up. So I'm just gonna say repair. And then from here, I'm gonna hit save. And so now we have all the site links that we need here. And then let's go to callouts. And basically callouts is like features and benefits, unique selling points of the business, and what makes your business different from others. So we can say we program smart keys if they do something auto, or smart houses with that. Say servicing greater Phoenix areas. It's too many letters, so let's just say servicing Phoenix. They do mobile services, non-destruction. And make sure this fit. Non-destructive entry. So meaning they don't basically mess up your property when they're like fixing the lock or trying to get into something that doesn't have a key. Fast response times. This is your wide range of services. I spelled that wrong. Service, same day. Let's do same day service. And they do 24/7, so they do it all. They do it all. 24/7 emergency. Emergency services. Let's say they're 5-star. 5-star reviews from 1,000 plus. Let's see, maybe let's reword this. Let's say 1,000 plus 5-star reviews. And then let's kind of cap it off with affordable pricing. Perfect. And then for structure snippet, you have different options here as far as like what type of header you want to add. So for this one, I usually, for service ones, home service industries, I like to do like neighborhoods or like the type of services they provide, or the type, or you can do type or service catalog, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go by neighborhood and just put in like Tempe, Mesa, Phoenix. Let's see what else. Scottsdale, and then any other. You put and more. And hit save. And then we can add an additional one for the services. So we can say type. We can do residential, commercial, and automotive. And I believe that would be it. I think I misspelled one of these words. Let me go back. Just add that I there. Perfect. All right, so from there, I believe we're done. Let's see. So we got that. Got location. Let's do call. I believe we'll be done. So from here, this is your call extension. This will show up at the bottom of the ad for people to click. So this is more so like a click to call. And then let's just give it a random number. Let's say 601, say 55555. And then the call to action will be calls from ads, and then you can set it to where you can increase or decrease on the call interaction, but I really don't mess with this at all. And also you can set it up to where you only show up, the call extension only shows up when you have someone in office to answer the phones. So let's just say you have someone Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and you can add that time frame in there, or you have um, emergency times over the weekend, so you can do like a Saturday and Sunday at like odd hours, and then we'll hit save, and I believe that's about it. And just to make sure that this is set up correctly, I'll just do like a quick conversion action for the call extension. And what that looks like is that you can hit phone calls here, and then where it says calls from um, call extension or call only, click that, and then we can name it. Let's say calls from ads, and I'll just name this as locksmith. And then this is a value, so you can set a value. If not, you don't really have to, but I recommend not, so you don't add a value to this conversion. And then the count. This is basically just telling Google to either you can count every person that calls as a purchase, whether it's the same person or not, the same person that calls, or set it as to 1, to where if the same person calls, like a repeat call through your ad, it only counts them as 1 conversion. And then you can set the time frame or the call length. So anyone that's like over 60 seconds is considered, like if a call lasts over 60 seconds, it's considered a conversion. Or you can set it to like 30 seconds or even longer, depending on, the longer the call, the more quality is. I put it that way. But I usually set it to 60 seconds and leave it at that. You want a 30-day window, look back window. It can be longer depending on how long your sales cycle is. The longest I believe it can go is up to 90 or 60. I believe it's 90 days. So depending on how your sales cycle is, you can set it to that. And then let's do 30 days here. And then the attribution, you want to just leave it at data. It just allows Google to basically kind of select which keywords are bringing in the most conversions and kind of correlate with other clicks that it's getting between those clicks within the ad groups and in the campaign. And create and continue, and then hit done. And then what we're going to do here is go back to assets and click on calls. And then we're going to hit the pencil here. And then we can set the conversion action to that one we just created, calls from ads locksmith, and hit save. And so when you set this campaign live, whenever you get a call, you'll see calls from ad locksmith as the conversion action. All right, so I hope you like this over-the-shoulder video of me building out this locksmith campaign. If you have any other industries that you want me to build out live over-the-shoulder like this, pre-recorded over-the-shoulder like this, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to do that. Also, if you're a business owner and you're looking to have Google Ads as one of your marketing efforts to get you more leads, definitely click the link down below to set up a quick strategy call with me, or I will basically give you the strategy of how you can get more leads for your business and also build out one of these campaigns for your business, specifically the services you provide. And also, if you want to see how I set up a Google local service ad step by step from A to Z, definitely click this video right here because I'll show you exactly how to do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.